We are officially 1 month in.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's all it took. But this episode,
The first episode went up
Yeah.
on June 22nd.
but this is 6 episodes. That means you think we were doing one a week?
Well, because
We
the
have to
first
double
one
down.
was recorded a week before that.
Okay.
Or maybe more.
Gotcha.
And then, we recorded earlier than that. Yeah, point that. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
There we go. And then it went up. 22nd was like a little while ago.
No.
So I think we've put up like 5, but like I think we might have, well, we did an extra one in there probably.
We did. We definitely did some extra ones. I think we had that Wednesday night sober one, and then we had the I'm crazy drunk after Ribfest one. That was
Yeah.
not. I didn't get a lot of admirers out of that one.
No, and,
the
people who know
dude.
you and known you since high school were like, whoa, is McD fucked in that one? I'm like, he sounds like he's a few deep. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah, I wasn't home my mind there at all.
No, that was definitely...
It'll happen again. I mean, it's kind of what I'm excited about doing is this.
I heard that you're off tomorrow.
I'm off until the PM tomorrow, so I'm just going nuts tonight, but I'm not gonna get crazy ass, but I'm gonna cut loose. I don't ever drink on a weeknight ever. So I gotta get up at 4. I gotta get up at 4.
Well, not tomorrow.
Anything goes wrong, man. Like it's just a fucking disaster. If I'm late once, I basically lose my job. So it's just
If you're late once?
if I'm late once, like 10 minutes. Like if I'm late like 10 minutes, it's like
Fired.
you're gone, dude. Like, ever. It's very stressful when you're in traffic and shit.
That's pretty wild. What's with the fire protection services are on your street? Is that because of your backyard?
That's my work van.
Oh, gotcha.
I
was like, what the fuck's on fire now?
I'm in fire protection. I've had 2 fires. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah. So, but everyone's
Is that
letting us do it.
irony? Is that what that is?
I guess it's irony.
I
Like,
don't know
like
what
a
irony is.
fire truck on fire defines irony. So
That defines irony?
I would think it defines.
I know
irony.
that like half of that Alanis Morissette song is not irony.
There's nothing ironic about that song.
Nothing at all? Oh,
There's nothing ironic. What is it? The rain on your wedding day isn't ironic.
that's coincidence.
It's just bad luck.
This is shitty.
It's just fucking rain on my wedding day. It's nothing.
I don't know. I just remember like somebody picking that apart and being like 3 things in that whole song are actually irony.
Yeah, it's like more just inconvenient. Like 10,000
And
spoons
coincidence.
when all you need is a knife. There's no irony in there. That's just like
That's coincidence, or that's shit luck.
just shit luck. Yeah, it's bad. It's mostly just bad stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. That was a great album though. Jagged Little Pill.
yeah. I knew guys that bought that album. Like when it came out, just like, oh yeah, this chick rocks. I'm like, wait.
It was that album had more number ones, or at least equal number ones to Michael Jackson's Thriller.
What?
Yeah. There were so many singles on that record that it equaled like the most singles on one album of all time.
She's Canadian though, right? So maybe
Yeah.
maybe that was just like the government pushing her. Government.
I don't think it was anyone pushing it. It was a good album.
We do that Canadian content thing here though. It is nasty, just straight nasty. I forget.
You gotta just point it towards you, like not that, but the mic.
I'm getting more and more. Oh, okay, that's what you're saying.
There you go.
I'm just getting more and more loungy. I'll remember that for my next karaoke outing.
Yes, very important.
Never goes well.
No,
Last time they just cut my mic. They just straight up
that's a
cut it.
good move.
I was singing.
Were you though?
Yeah, I was trying.
Were you?
I intended to scream it out.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, because it's better than trying. You just scream it out and then just be like, yeah, well, he was not really singing. And there's no shame in me losing because I wasn't really singing. I was just screaming. So there's no embarrassment in it.
You do get screamy.
Oh,
when
yeah.
you sing. It's very screamy. It's just like top of your lungs.
The notes do go up and down. Like with
Yeah, you're yelling different notes,
yeah.
but not necessarily where they're supposed to be, or even in any sort of melody.
Whatever note I'm hitting, I do maintain that note beautifully. But, that's not the note that we need at the time. No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, okay.
All right.
Whatever note I'm hitting that note.
Yeah, it's consistent.
It's consistent.
I'm gonna. We'll have to sing an opening for this.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'll have to do.
Well, maybe we'll pull out a track of your old band.
Oh fuck, yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that too, but because I don't think we ever shared it on iTunes or anything, so we probably still have the
Mutual
rights to it. Yeah, mutual respect.
You always will have the rights to that. Nobody's buying those rights.
Yeah, but
nobody's
if we
paying
submit
you.
it to iTunes, doesn't iTunes then they make
You're still
copyright or something?
you still have the rights. It's still your music, unless
Oh, but I mean, I know we have the rights, but wouldn't it do that thing where like when you put Organ Thieves on and it like ripped it out, saying you're violating?
No, there's like hidden file. So when you master a song,
Okay.
they hide digital numbers that humans can't hear in behind it.
Is that what's like songs?
Shazam?
Shazam? Yeah,
Yeah.
Is that what it's doing?
Yeah, it's
I figured
it's
it just had an
reading
audio.
the IRSC code.
I didn't know that. I thought it was. 'Cause
Yeah.
sometimes it's like spooky fast.
Yeah, because
how do
all
I-
it needs to find is that repeating code that's unhearable to the human
I thought it
ear.
was just like just an
That's why it
audio
doesn't
signature
pick
you
up
could
like
pick up.
live shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? But this is Hotel California by the Eagles. Why is it not picking it up?
Well, I wouldn't expect it to pick up live.
Because there's no code.
No, I wouldn't expect
Yeah,
it to.
it doesn't
I
know
figured
that.
it was just recorded, not a code, but it's just that, like the audio itself is a code, and it just recognizes that as data.
Yeah, no, it's like just the code in behind. It's mastered underneath it. That's how they like all the way back in when radio actually mattered.
Yeah.
That was easier. Otherwise, before these codes happened,
Mm-hmm.
every DJ had to write down, I played these songs and submit them so that they paid for the publishing.
Oh my god.
After a while, they just had a computer read those codes and then print it off and send it in.
Oh, okay.
So it was like,
How do you know all this?
this is one of those things I did learn in the music industry.
Yeah.
Completely useless knowledge.
That's good knowledge. I like that knowledge.
Is it interesting?
Well, the people at home that are listening live right now are
Live
riveted.
right now. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Should we take a caller?
Take a caller.
Check in with Ruth.
So I've been looking forward to this. I've gotten a few angry text messages about it. How did you enjoy the film Mother?
You got an angry text messages?
I got a couple.
From me. Oh, yes.
No, from you, from others.
From others that went and watched it?
Yeah, they went and watched it because of the podcast, yeah.
Okay.
Not happy.
I think the problem with it is,
Like, I actually pranked you with this, I feel. Like,
no, I don't. Well, if it was an absolutely terrible, absolute garbage, completely shit movie, I just would have turned it off.
yeah. It did hurt to watch, though, didn't it?
It was painfully weird.
Yeah.
And like, gave me the same feeling and in completely different ways. And I would never compare it to this movie because this movie, but like, I had similar feelings when I go back and watch movies like Blade Runner,
Okay.
where there's so much symbolism
Yeah.
and such a statement of what is happening in the world right now,
Right.
that you're just like, yeah, I get it, but this movie sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're like, I like what you did there. I see what you're trying to do.
Are you talking about the new Blade Runner? You didn't like it?
No, the new one was awesome.
yeah.
The new one made the old one way better.
I didn't like the new one. But I wasn't
The new one?
I wasn't a super fan of the old one either.
The old one was very tough to get through. But this movie. So, for those who have listened to or have watched it, this is going to be, you're going to get it, I guess. But for those who haven't, I don't even know if I would recommend going to watch it right now. You could probably skip ahead a little bit. But this movie was so fucking weird. I can't tell if the acting was shit or really good.
The acting was great. That's the thing. Everything about it was good.
I don't know. There's times when a line would happen, I'm like, that was fucking terrible. That was like so poorly delivered.
There's something you don't know. There's something you don't know about the movie right now, and I don't know if I want to reveal it right now, or maybe we discuss it a little further. I'll reveal it at the end of the discussion.
Because I went and like took a look. I read about the movie when it was done.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's like, I know that it's a statement of like what's happening in the world right now. I know that the main character, Javier Bardem, he's supposed to be God.
Okay.
This is supposed to be day 6. The director and writer said this is day 6 of God creating the world.
This is Genesis. They're running through Genesis.
Maybe.
So you had Cain and Abel running in there. Remember the two brothers?
One of them
amok?
killed the other brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was Abraham was their father, I guess. No, that I could screw up real quick because I don't know.
Well, we're both so well educated on the Bible that this is going to go real well. But yeah, there's definitely like that. She's supposed to be Mother Nature.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's like cyclical, right? It starts one way, and then by the end of the movie, you're right back at fucking day 1 again because it didn't work, and he has to start from scratch again.
I think is that what? Yeah, because I forget
Like
what it
spoiler,
was. Yeah.
I guess we should have said that earlier.
But there was the flood too. Like they even did like the flood that Noah put up with, where those two people like knock the counter off and the sink blows up. That was supposed to symbolize
the flood.
the flood. Yeah, and then it was
so it was in order to like the events happening in the Bible.
And like Kristen Wiig was in it, and she was playing.
She was the herald.
Something like that.
She was the herald. Yeah. She came in at the very end. Apparently, she took that role just because she wanted to work with Darren Aronofsky. I think that's the name.
Is that the director?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to Kate about this earlier, and I can't remember the name of that guy. But the reason I struggle with this movie the most is it was almost an incredibly good movie.
Yeah.
But just barely missed the mark.
Well, what the thing is, I didn't enjoy any minute of watching it. I never did because it made you uncomfortable. It ran like a nightmare because it ran like a dream. That's what I
was like, is this all going to be a fucking dream at the end?
It's all just a bad dream, it seems. Like, you're not in control of anything. You're walking around, you're talking to people, they're not listening to you.
That's what I'm like, she's dreaming.
Yeah.
She's fully dreaming. And then all of a sudden, like that like panic crazy scene at the end, I'm like, this is a fucking dream.
Yeah, and tear the baby up and all that. I'm just like, this is just nuts.
Yeah, like having, and like all of a sudden there's a war, but then there's people cheering him on, and then and like the guy's losing his fucking mind, and all he wants is fame. And I was just like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
And then it was so weird. Mm-hmm. It was so
like
weird.
God loved the recognition, and then he hated it. That didn't like what humans became. They did it. It was. After I found it was Genesis. Like I read online, I'm like, oh, it's okay, and now I don't mind because I thought it was just a bunch of convoluted nonsense. I didn't know what it was supposed to symbolize.
Yeah, you can feel that. By the time when you're done, you're like, oh, okay, like I get what that was supposed to be. And then when I read like what it was, like there's him. Like even when you see the credits, there's him, there's her, there's mother, there's father, there's brother and brother.
Oh, it says that
there's
in the
no
credits?
names. Not one character in the entire movie is named.
Ah.
And there's him, right?
Yeah.
With a capital H, like him. And so you're like, oh, well, it's fucking God.
I never caught on to any of that. I went straight to Google. I'm like, oh, thank you.
And like Jesus being sacrificed for the people, and like it's like you can see it. Mm-hmm. I'm not a religious person in any way, so like for me, I'm just kind of like, well, all right. For me, it just didn't really like. I don't know.
Yeah. But to be fair, it invoked emotion. So by that sense, it's a good movie, whether or not it was a good feeling or not.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that horror thing I talked about. Like, why would anyone want to watch this? It just made me uncomfortable the whole time. But
well, it's listed as a drama, horror, mystery.
Horror, too, eh?
And so that's why when I started watching it, I put it on at like fucking 11 o'clock at night. I'm going to bed, and I'm like...
That's a bad movie to watch.
And I'm like, man, I really don't feel like I should be watching this, but I said I'd watch it. We're going to record tomorrow night. Yeah. Fuck it. I'll watch as much as I can, and if I go to sleep or I want to turn it off, I'll go to bed, and I'll watch the rest like on my lunch at work. Like,
and you watched it all the way through?
I watched it all. I couldn't stop watching.
Yeah.
So that's what fucked me up.
And that's I wasn't enjoying it. The whole time I'm going like, oh my God, I want this to be over so bad, but we're both watching it. Like, Bree's attention span for movies is very short, and she'll pick up her phone and ignore it. Her eyes were glued the whole time. I've like never seen that happen.
It's
before.
like that. What's next? Yeah. I have to know what happens next, or I have to know what the fuck this is. Like,
so then it is. Then in that sense, it's a good movie.
Is it?
Whether or not you enjoyed it,
and that's what I've been struggling with this whole fucking time. I haven't been. Yeah, Darren Aronofsky.
I don't want them to make other ones.
Written by.
I don't want any more of those movies, but.
Like by him or like
just any more. I've never enjoyed symbolism.
Like that.
I guess maybe it's the symbolism that just annoys me. Maybe it was just how uncomfortable that whole movie was. But just like I don't even like symbolism when it was in like The Sopranos. Like I
enjoyed The Sopranos.
Yeah, or like The Great Gatsby.
I don't know how The Sopranos could have ended other than the way it did.
I stopped watching Sopranos.
Oh, really?
I didn't watch the last 2 seasons.
Very
of it.
controversial ending to that.
Yeah, well, I've seen the last episode because I just skipped ahead.
Yeah, just had to watch.
Well, I started hating the lead character. I'm like, I don't like or admire Tony Soprano at all.
You're not supposed to. He's a piece of shit.
He's a piece of shit. So I'm just like, I don't want to watch I don't want.
Yeah,
because they're glorifying the behavior of these guys.
That was like one of the first shows to put a piece of shit as the main guy.
Yeah, they did that. Well, Sons of Anarchy, I don't know what you call him, a piece of shit.
Yeah, but that's way after Sopranos.
And that show's fucking terrible.
I never watched that.
Oh, it's so bad. I remember I was watching it, and I think me and Bree were in like Bree and I.
Oh,
Bree and I were
Look
in
at us
the.
learning.
I think we're in the 4th season, and I just turned to her. I'm like, are you enjoying this? She's like, God, no. I'm like, what the fuck? Why
are we watching this?
Turned it off. Yeah, we watched it all the way through. And it's like, we were binge watching it.
I know people that watched that show 3 times through.
Oh,
I've never watched one episode. I'm going to just
awful, man. It's awful. The acting is terrible.
There's so much TV out there. I'm not going to watch that.
No.
Of all the things that are out there.
Glorifying bikers.
I've always liked Ron Perlman, though. So
yeah, Ron Perlman is good. And Katie
Seagal.
Peggy Bundy.
Bundy. She's great.
She's fantastic.
Yeah.
But she always wants to sing. She gets like singing because she wants to be.
She's a singer. She is a singer. She got albums.
So she always did like in I think like one of the all Married with Children seasons. I guess in her new contract she got to sing a couple times. So she'd sing in the other seasons. And I think she sang in this a couple times.
Those were stipulations that she put into the contract after a few seasons. Yeah.
If you want her back, she'd get to sing.
Yeah, I get to say there's going to be a scene in a blues bar.
I don't remember how it went down, but I just noticed on Amazon Prime you can watch the entire season of Married with Children,
like the whole show,
the whole
even
shebang.
the season with 7 because that was terrible.
I'm curious to watch one with 7, like because I don't think because
I think it was like the last or second last one,
but they didn't even put that out. Like when you're watching like the ones on I don't know CBC or whatever, they didn't buy those last 2 seasons because they were so lousy. So I've never seen them since, and I couldn't watch it on primetime when I was a kid because it was on too late or something. So yeah, I've never seen them. So I'm really curious.
I definitely haven't watched them all, but I've seen a bunch.
Yeah. Well, even like, was that, I'm going to get that wrong. David Faustino, Bud Bundy.
Right.
He was, I read an article with him where he's just like, it got so repetitive, it was not fun anymore. We were reusing jokes and we knew it. No one was writing for the show anymore, really. And just like, I want it out. Everyone wanted it out.
Yeah, like they were phoning it in at the very end.
And everyone was good on the show. I'm surprised David Faustino never got any more traction or vehicles.
Was he the only one that didn't do a thing after?
Yeah.
Like everyone else got work.
Oh, Marcy Darcy.
Wow.
And the other
the neighbor.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Dude, what was his name? Damn it, Darcy something. Jeff. No.
There was Jefferson.
Yeah, Jefferson was better than Darcy, I think. But
and then there was Oh, what was
I think he had like an uncommon first name. Damn it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
That's a tough one. I don't know why.
Darcy, and she marries him blackout, and she like wakes
Marcy
up.
Darcy.
He's like, "Wait, your last name's Darcy? My name is Marcy Darcy."
It's like a Popeye character.
Oh man.
I'm learning the ukulele right now. That's a noise.
Why would you?
Well, I like it. I mean, I want to learn something. And
that's good.
The drums are too expensive, so I bought a $30 ukulele.
There you go. You only need like 4 chords. There's only 4 strings.
Yeah, and there's an app called Musician, and it's pretty good. So far, so good. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. But I don't know how like anyone could ever learn to play guitar without actual lessons. It just like to be self-taught guitar.
Well,
how could you possibly do that?
You can do it on YouTube now.
Yeah, I know that, but like
those are like lessons.
Yeah, but we both have friends, and possibly you're included in this, where you just picked up a guitar and started trying it. And
I remember I took lessons. Yeah. It was like one night a week, maybe for 8 weeks or something. Yeah. It wasn't a long time. I learned how to play Wipeout.
Yeah,
and
that's a good choice.
I think there was like a blues riff in there.
That's really quick strumming, though.
And that's Wipeout. It wasn't even strumming. It was just like pick it. That's it. And then you do it on like a bunch of other strings. It's crazy because that's the first thing I ever learned.
Yeah.
And I still remember it. But there's so many songs, like things I've learned.
Mm-hmm. But you always have Wipeout.
And they're gone. But I've always had Wipeout.
Yeah, yeah.
So
that makes sense.
Stuck.
Yeah. Whenever I pick up a guitar, I play Iron Man. Only know it's the only song I know on Iron Man. It's one chord, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That one's easy. That like oh man, there's so many of those fucking stupid things that you learn first. But yeah, ukulele that'll be good. You need like 3 or 4 chords, and then you can look up a ton of songs.
And it's light, and I can annoy people around a campfire with it, stuff like that.
That you will definitely do. Yeah. Well, you'll definitely do that.
Someone's gonna have to learn how to sing then.
Well, yeah, you can't, so...
Maybe if I don't scream like an asshole, maybe I can actually sing. We'll never know, though, because I'll never do it.
Well, that's fair.
I'll never expose myself like that.
Yeah. Oh, so, girl at work, she messaged me, and she's like, hey, not offended by the term broads.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
She wanted us to know that.
I was taught what a broad the term came from.
Really?
Yeah, the term came from referring to a prostitute. Like a broad was a large slab of meat that you get at a butcher.
Whoa.
So let me get the broad side of a cow, and then
So they were calling women
started
like a piece of
the
meat.
piece
Like,
of meat
look
on
at
the
that
street
broad.
there. That broad over there. When you go by that piece of meat. So then,
Wow,
yeah.
that sounds like very like newsy boy, like 220.
Yeah,
He's like,
extra.
yeah, look at the gams on that broad over there.
Yeah, that's exactly the time period
man.
the broad came from. Which, then I'm like, maybe they should be offended by it. But I think it's never been used that way for so long.
So,
But if I think if you're a woman and you're offended by the term chick, then you're probably offended by the word broad or being called babe or something like that by someone you don't know.
like all those, like, and I mean, yeah, obviously, if that's the origin, it's a derogatory term.
Yeah.
Like that sucks. But I'm sure there's a lot of words we use today that came from something way shittier that are,
Yeah.
I'm sure dude was something shitty at some point, maybe, or
Yeah, dude was
and now it's just cool surfer.
a
talk.
dude was a city slicker. They would call him like a guy from out of town. So if like a city guy came to a ranch, it'd be like, oh, some dude just showed up.
Well, it wasn't from a dude ranch. Like a dude was like something they used to impregnate other cows.
It evolved into a term of endearment instead of, but it was originally a derogatory term for just like some asshole that show up. Yeah,
and then it turned into a cattle thing.
and then turned to a cattle thing. Yeah,
I feel like it would go the other way around.
yeah, so do I.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a quick radio thing I heard a while back.
all right.
Okay,
I'll believe you.
yeah. I'm sure people are going to Google this live, and
So, yeah, so
start-
they're going to be.
I'm going to start getting our
I
live
can't
tweets
wait.
going.
I honestly like when people fucking give me a little bit of, they either a message or they tap my shoulder and it's like, hey, no, you were wrong about this one.
I got one the other day that said like a friend texted me. She goes, I think I love Javier Bardem. But I'm like, I don't remember what I recorded like 2 or 3 weeks ago, man. So like, did we talk about how hot Javier Bardem is, or did I talk about how ugly he is?
Well, I forget that people I know have listened to what we talk about here.
Yeah.
So, and this happened to me, was it this morning or yesterday morning? One of those days, my buddy Nate was like, hey man, I'm not going to watch Mother. and I look at him so confused. I look at him like, did he know? How does he know I'm planning to watch that tonight? I'm like fully like look at him like I'm just completely perplexed, and he's like,
"Gotta get used to
the podcast.
No.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch it." I was like, "Oh, right, you listened to that."
Not used to the fame, man.
Yeah, it was really fucking weird.
So you've been a rock star before. Like, how could you not be used to this?
I'm not a rock star.
Goddamn rock star.
The
You've been to Hawaii, man. No, you
I've
didn't go
never
to
gone to
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Oh, that was Conrad who went to Hawaii.
yeah, there's some rock stars.
Oh yeah,
Those
okay.
guys got to do some rad shit too. What's up, Jess? So my friend Steph sent me this, and it was broad. She was like not offended by the term broad. However, Andrew in 2007 seems to think it is. So this is from Urban Dictionary, and she sent me this.
Yeah.
And it's broad. I didn't know it was spelled this way. It's BROD apparently.
No, it's
like-
BROAD. Come on.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. No,
Well, Andrew doesn't know how to fucking spell it.
that's Urban Dictionary probably. Right?
Yeah,
Well, then-
that's the problem.
yeah.
And so this is like a mildly derogatory term for a female. Some broad walks up to us and ... I bought that broad like 5 drinks and she just fucked off. Don't bother coming without any broads. That fucking broad won't stop calling me.
These are all things I've probably. Someone's been quoting me. I think
These are
putting this shit online. Yeah,
okay.
someone's been
just
following me around with.
You need to find yourself a broad, dude. And this one is something you've probably said. This one I actually think, as soon as I say it, it sounds like something you said. Broads are nothing but trouble.
Them broads, there's nothing but. Yeah, I'm throwing around a lot of is's now. Like, them broads, there's nothing but trouble.
Is nothing, yeah. So just something that
Stupid.
I was like, okay, you know what? Andrew from 2007 on Urban Dictionary definitely has a problem with that word because he's like, these are all the terrible things and ways that people use it. I don't think you've gone that far. Like, I don't think you've said anything in a super derogatory way, but apparently it's a derogatory term. So
Well, if I don't have a chauvinist bone in my body, then I don't see how I could use it in any offensive way.
I'm sure you've got one or two.
It's all context. If someone wrote everything down that I was saying, then I would look like a complete jackass. But when you hear me say it,
but they miss your in-person charm.
That's
Maybe
right.
that's what it is.
It's all the charisma. It's the
all
face,
that,
baby.
That charisma.
That face. That's what it's all about, man.
Maybe it's better this is a podcast.
Yeah, we'll get the live cameras up. I talked about this is. I think it's a brilliant idea. I want to start prank calling my mom.
I'm down for that. We could definitely do it. I got to figure out how to set that up, but we'll figure out how to do it.
You're probably going to get some special mic that goes over the receiver on the phone. Something like that.
I think you can make the call from an app.
Yeah?
Yeah, probably.
Because she will just never get off the line. She'll never hang up. She'll
keep asking.
She'll just keep asking questions, be super curious. Like,
I think that's a mom thing, though.
Well, if like a surveyor calls her, she's like on the phone for like 2 hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she just stays on the phone.
My mom is very big on I don't want to keep you, and then asks more questions.
Yeah, that's what my mom does.
And I'm noticing that I kind of do it sometimes. Like I kind of be like, oh, you know what? I'll let you go, or someone will say bye to me, and I'm like, oh, but how about that thing that we were talking about?
Yeah,
I
think everyone does that because if you have something actually interesting to talk about, someone's willing to wait and talk. Yeah, it's when I'm in like my neighbor's talking to me, I'm in like sweltering sun, and I'm still in my work boots. I'm walking into my house, and you're still like, come on, give me a break here, man.
Yeah.
I never really want to walk away from a conversation otherwise, though.
All right.
We're back in?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had to pause there for a minute.
So, are we getting right into that right away?
Let's do it. Whatever. Yeah. I like it.
I'm terrified of this. This is an interesting prospect. I don't like the idea because I think we're just going to humiliate ourselves. But we had the...
That's probably what what people want to hear.
I think, yeah. Yeah. So a friend suggested something to us, and I think it's a great idea. Basically, we have to pick a topic, something from history, or maybe just a subject in its own.
Yeah.
That we're both not well educated on. We both
not even maybe not educated at all.
Yeah, we have to.
What sucks is that I feel like I'm not going to know anything about whatever you've picked.
Yeah, I don't know anything about what I picked.
Nothing.
Hopefully, if we get your topic. And I know something about it, I get to look like somewhat of a smarty pants, or I get to at least laugh at what your suspicions are.
Yeah, and I'm hoping for the same thing. I'm hoping that you know nothing, nothing about it, but maybe I do know something about it.
Yeah, okay. All right. So mine is the Ottoman Wars.
Oh, fuck. I never even heard of it. How do you spell it?
OTTOMANWRAS. The Ottoman Wars.
Dude, the only thing I know that's named Ottoman is the thing you put your feet on.
Yeah, well, there we go.
So,
it's a historic event, so it's not...
This is a fight between a boyfriend and a girlfriend on a fucking Thursday on who gets to put their feet on it. That's what it is.
Do you think so?
It's
a historic event.
Well, it's not that.
Well, it would have been a hell of a brawl with those two. Yeah, between the Johnsons that night.
Between the Johnsons.
And what's yours?
Yeah, one person slept on the couch for sure, at least. So I knew you were picking an historical event.
Okay.
So I didn't pick a historical event. I picked a person. And I have no idea what they did. And it sucks because I probably, this is a pretty famous name, and I have to admit I have absolutely no idea who this person... I know the name, and that's it.
Yeah.
I know nothing else about them.
Okay.
It's Henry Kissinger.
Henry Kissinger.
So...
That's embarrassing.
You've heard the name.
Yeah. Do you have a photo of the guy?
Sure. I'll show you a photo.
Because definitely know the name too. That's really embarrassing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Henry Kissinger. Oh, shit.
There he is. It looks like Bernie Sanders kind of.
That doesn't do much for me. Henry Kissinger.
So what do you...
Oh, I wonder if he's... geez. Anything I say, I'm going to be the dumbest guy of all time.
I've never even heard of the Ottoman Wars.
Okay. I've heard of the Ottoman Wars, but I don't know anything about them.
What do you think it was?
What I currently think the Ottoman Wars are?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was I'm gonna, again, to not be right about this. I'm going to put my headphones on. To not be right about this is really embarrassing. But I think it has something to do with genocide.
I have no idea.
I don't know, man. Maybe a genocide. But, some kind of genocide. I think it was for the Armenians. That's what I think.
Genocide and something to do with the Armenians?
I think the Armenians were, near wiped out or something. Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, Hey, it very well could be. I never heard of the term before.
Yeah.
The Ottoman Wars. I have no idea.
Henry Kissinger. Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I obviously should know. I've heard the name. I probably heard the name like this week.
Yeah, I've heard the name a billion times. I have no idea.
Oh, shit.
Make a guess.
Surgeon General?
No
way.
He put an end to smoking or putting ads on his cigarette pack?
I don't know, man.
Your guess is as good as mine. I'm going to go with, because I have a feel that that's an older name. Like he could make. I don't even know if he's alive or not. So maybe I feel like I should know that hit. I'm going to go with Henry Kissinger. Fuck! Like, this is the worst.
You have to say something.
Yeah. I'm going to go with he was part of the Manhattan Project.
Okay.
That's he was involved in the Manhattan Project of some sort. He was maybe like a. Or maybe he was involved in war. He had something to do with war, like war times, or he was a political person involved back in like
God damn it,
the late 40s. Maybe
really
I don't even know.
embarrassing.
No, maybe he couldn't because I feel like I've heard of his name being alive.
I thought he was in the arts maybe too, and I was like, well, that's embarrassing to say he was in the arts. So
He's an artist.
Maybe.
Maybe buddies with Warhol.
It could be. I hate this so much. I'm like, there's people that I know are going to listen to this and just be tearing their hair out right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely want to kill themselves for it.
Well, we'll get a whole lot of hate mail. This is what I'm just been thinking about, though, is do we shame ourselves before the end of this recording and look it up?
We're shaming ourselves right now.
And then we'll
educate ourselves.
And we'll bring it up.
I'll
we're
educate
record
myself
in a couple days, so we'll do then.
I'll educate myself on mine, and you educate yourself on yours.
Deal.
And we'll do the best we can. Yeah. We'll give each other a little lesson on who. Maybe there's a listener out there who don't know who Henry Kissinger is.
Yeah, and then they
don't know anything about the Ottoman Wars, the Ottoman Empire.
Send us who you like without it. Like anyone can go out and Google, and that'll take the fun away from it.
Yeah.
And that's what we'll do before the next episode. But if you have a guess, send it to us, tweet to us, send it to us, and guess. I want to see your guess. I want to see
the best guesses.
All the best guesses. Yeah. So
don't try to be funny. Like whatever you actually think it might be would be the funniest thing.
Yeah. Whatever you actually think it might be.
That's a good idea too.
Yeah.
Excellent. We also had the idea for Cosmo quizzes. We looked up Cosmo quizzes.
They suck.
They're not funny. They try to be funny, so they just ruin it. Like.
Every one of the ones I looked at was about like sex. Every single one of them, and it was some sort of sex IQ, which that doesn't even make any fucking sense.
Yeah, and then the one I read was like, "What kind of bitch are you?" And then it was like
a real one.
Yeah, but it was like the question would be like, someone asks if a stranger asks if they can sit down with you at a cafe. And then do you A, B, C, or D? And all the answers are just like crazy long paragraphs, and none of it's funny at all. You're like, why would you read this? Why would you do this?
Yeah, that's
like it's never going to give you a real answer about anything anyway. Like,
so the answer to that, what kind of bitch are you, is a boring one.
Then I don't know. I think the boring one would be the person doing the quiz right there.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
Like, so no matter what they do the whole quiz, and then at the end it just says a boring one.
Maybe a basic bitch. Burn.
That's what it is.
That's because that one hurts now. People really
call
don't
the fire department. Sick burn.
It's Burns on tour, man. Going international.
Yeah.
So, on a sad note. Very sad note. I bought a drone.
That doesn't sound sad.
Well, it's sad when you start it in the driveway and smash it within 20 seconds of it being on. Yeah.
Really?
Gone. Yeah, gone.
20 seconds.
20 seconds.
The battery lasts longer than that, and they don't last very long.
But I got it off the ground and straight into the house.
How far off the ground?
1 foot.
You literally flew at 1 foot?
And then it just danced around all over the place. I was trying to just like... I just watched it blow to bits. So
the worst drone pilot of all time.
I would have thought I'd be great at it, but I got totally... you're supposed to just look at the phone.
Can I ask you how much that cost?
No. So you're supposed to just look at the phone.
Dude, I feel like you should at least give us a range, because like...
It's $120. It's $120.
Okay.
Go.
Because I've seen drones, and like, I know people that own drones worth thousands.
Oh yeah, that's why I wanted to buy a cheap one. But I mean, 120.
They must work better though.
Obviously, yeah, they would. They're those ones you can turn on and they'll just pick up and hover on the ground without you doing anything to the controls.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
and
that must be better.
And that's when you declare like home base. So the
Yeah.
the drone will like return to that home base and it's hover over that. And then
I've heard of that. Like the battery starts to die and it just like it goes back.
It goes back to home base and it'll hover like a foot off the ground and then you can lower it down from that point.
A couple of good buddies of mine, they're official like drone pilots. They like rent out their time with them and they film for other people.
Yeah. Well, the wedding guys and everything. Like we've been to some weddings where they got drones flying around. It's fantastic. Have you seen the drone racing videos?
No.
It's insane. You haven't
YouTube?
seen any of them? Well, yeah, they got them on YouTube, wherever I watch them on, but they got, like, say, hula hoops that are wrapped in fluorescent, and they'll hang them all over a stadium or all throughout a huge parking garage.
And you just got to mount it or hang
They mount it or hang them. Yeah, they'll hang them off the ceiling and stuff. Yeah. And it's like...
wow.
And because now these guys have the monitor over their eyes. They're wearing, like, VR goggles. So they're really, like, immersed in what this thing is doing.
They feel like they're in the fucking
And they're flying across stadiums in, like, seconds because they're so fast now. So they go through these crazy, crazy tracks and awesome races. And it's like watching, like, Star Wars
into each other?
Yeah, they're smashing each other. Apparently there's even ones now that you can shoot... They not like real lasers, but they'll shoot like optic lasers at each other, can take each other out and stuff like that.
Oh, like it's like laser tag.
Yeah, so they can laser tag each other. If they get hit by a laser, they'll drop them out. So like,
wow,
all kinds of awesome stuff happening. Like
that sounds pretty awesome.
All the Korean kids are watching people play video games right now. Like they're filling stadiums with people watching like video games. Like I don't know what game that is, like Clash of Clans or something. But
no,
there's a bunch of them.
League of Legends.
Yeah.
That's the one
it's
that
like
StarCraft. They filled the fucking ACC.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel that went there, and they sell T-shirts for your favorite clan. People have like fucking crazy clans, and
you see
I know a guy who got a tattoo of his favorite clan in League of Legends.
That's wild.
Yeah, he's a video game guy.
Yeah.
Like
how old is he?
He's my age, a couple years younger, maybe.
Did he get it? What? Really?
Yeah, and he's got like he's got
into it deep then.
He's got a Mario and a Sonic the Hedgehog, some rings, all that going on. Like it's a video gamed theme.
Yeah. All right.
I mean,
hey, you're an appreciator of a certain type of art.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah.
I mean, if you look at your tattoos, somebody's going to have something real good to say about that.
Yeah, then that's fine. I mean, mine are intentionally. Like, I mean, when I see video game ones, I'm just like, that's like I have a video game one myself. I got that bullet from Mario Brothers, the bullet bill.
Oh yeah, you had to get that turned into it eventually.
It was just the outline for like 3 years because I had such a huge allergic reaction or just a terrible infection when I got it. I was
you got like a buddy to do it.
I got a buddy to do it. Like we were drunk in the garage and he just buzzed it in for like 2 years. It was scabbed. It was gross. Like, it was so uncomfortable. Like, I guess I can't get tattooed because that's what happens.
Yeah.
I got the bullet bill. But, you know, that's because of the infection. Yeah.
Have you had an infection with the tattoo since then?
No.
So
no, not. I mean, if I have that, it's passed as
so it's not an allergic reaction.
No, but I thought it was at the time.
Yeah, that's like just a shitty tattoo, like a dirty tattoo.
It was so dirty that it took like 2 years to like push out whatever that tattoo gun put into me. So yeah.
It was fucked up for that long.
Yeah. Which I had no idea could happen. I thought your body could overcome something like that a lot faster.
It's not a scratch, dude. It's going in like a fat layer, like under your skin.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know any of that.
Well, it's supposed to. I don't know what Adam did.
Yeah. Shit. Writing them out now.
There's a lot of people named Adam.
No full names.
Yeah, no, we'll watch that, I guess. Seems not as fun that way.
I know. People are really coming down on me for it, though, man. Like, the first podcast we did was just, I dropped 6 names. I dropped, like, a girl's name that I, like, put the moves on in, like, grade 10. Like, just dumb.
Yeah, but so what?
Yeah, it's not that I care. It's that they might care.
Maybe? All right.
So this podcast is apparently brought to you by severe digestive upset, where I've had...
Tell me about your thoughts on cereal.
I fucking love it. I love cereal so much, man.
Do you right now?
No. I super hate it. Like, I haven't had milk in months. And then, like, I sat down.
That can't be true, because, well, no, actually, maybe that is true, because you messaged me, or you called me, or you messaged me.
Yeah.
Or I was talking on the phone with you.
Yeah.
And you went to drink milk,
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, fuck, it's all fucking shitty. And then you went and opened another bag.
Right.
And it was all shitty. And you were super pissed off about it.
Right, yeah. So that was my last milk go, which was probably a month ago.
Oh, it might have been.
Right. And then and before that, it was a long time, too. So I used to chug a bag a day. Like, when growing up, every day it was just, like, down in a bag of Skim. I'd open the fridge.
Chug the whole fucking
Chug
bag.
the whole bag of milk, whatever's in it.
Your mom
put the empty bag back in.
Hated that. I'm sure of it.
Always put the empty bag back in. Right.
Just chug it, put it right down on the shelf.
Well, it was always a competition in my house too, like who could eat the most food. Me and my brother are 5 years apart, and my mom would come home with groceries, and we basically just like stand in the kitchen and just eat everything she brought in, because if he eats it, I don't get to eat it. So we're just sitting there like
grocery till you made yourself sick.
Dude, we're just like down a whole bag of cookies, all the deli meat, anything that was like, we got chicken fingers going in the oven, and we're arguing over this.
Yeah.
We're like, we're just down everything. My mom would come in just like, what are you doing? I just spent $200. It's so good.
You ate all the fucking deli meat, $9 worth of fucking meat.
Yeah, she sounds like that all in the family.
Yeah. So we had to take a break. We had to take a break there so that Justin could take 2 shits.
Oh man, let's not be vulgar about it, but let's just say
everybody poops, man.
Oh, dude, that was so.
Everybody poops. I don't know if that's considered a poop, but
so bad.
Yeah,
you'd think it'd be the preferred form of pooping. If you had to select between two, wouldn't you prefer something liquidous to something? Hey, no, I'd rather have it like a hard cylinder that I gotta.
I mean, nobody wants to work hard.
But it's very unpleasant. It's still like what you'd think it'd be an easier go is.
Wow, this fucking podcast went to shit.
Yeah, sorry. I said let's not be vulgar, and then we landed on this. I did not want to do that.
Man.
We can talk about the cause of the fly problem, which I was specifically told not to talk about on here. But
can we talk about it?
Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
All right. Well, this is your funeral, sir.
This had come up in previous podcast where I said like we got the mud room and we have like a fly farm in there.
Yeah. We didn't finish that. So basically, because your garage was ablaze,
right?
You have nowhere to put your garbage, so you put it in your back mud room.
Correct.
Which has caused
a severe fly problem where it's just like you can't even use the back door now. If you want to put garbage in there, you got to go around the back of the house, open the rear of the mud room, and put the garbage in there. That's what we have to do. So animals don't get to it, but flies obviously manage to get in some way or another. And I guess Bree decided to clean that room up today and just left the door open the entire time.
Yeah.
And when we were outside taking a break, we counted what it was like 11 flies on the door, on the window. Yeah. 11 on one window.
Yeah, the one window.
That's so gross. They're going to drive me nuts forever, man.
It didn't look that bad when we came back in. She went on a hunt. She did take out a few.
Yeah, but I swatted, 3 in 2 minutes upstairs. Well, not like 30 seconds I swatted. So like,
yeah, but that's like what's it called? That's evolution, right? Like male humans were the hunter for a long time.
Hunters gatherers, man.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
But I think there was a moment in history when the females used to be the hunter gatherers and the men took care of the young.
That's in the comic books, probably. That makes no sense. Why would that happen?
I don't know. I think there was tribes that did that. The women were the most powerful. That used to be a way.
I'm sure there's crazy tribes out there that.
Yeah,
go
they're
against.
like the women were the most powerful. I mean, there's tribes that did everything. There's religions and places that worship every type of animal known, right? So,
the cow.
Way back in the day, we're talking like fucking Mayans and Egyptians and shit.
I ain't gonna worship a cow.
I don't know. They're pretty sweet.
Did they not eat them?
No.
Oh.
No.
I guess if you're not eating them, then yeah,
you can worship them.
What
do you think? What do you think you were in a past? Do you believe in reincarnation?
I wouldn't. There's.
It intrigues you.
There's something to it. Maybe there's only so many souls.
All right, entertain me at least for this question.
Yeah, sure.
What do you think you were in a past life?
Probably like a really loud eagle. I imagine there's some pterodactyl in there, maybe.
So I guess if you were like a different, you were a pterodactyl.
Something with flight, something really athletic.
Yeah, something.
Do animals have
very bony?
Which animals have the biggest biceps?
That would be. You would definitely not be that. That's like
probably silverback gorilla.
Silverback, yeah. That's not you.
No, not my spirit animal.
Definitely not. I can see the pterodactyl. The pterodactyl is the most annoying vocally. Makes the most annoying now.
They just made that up. How could they possibly know what a pterodactyl sounds like?
From the vocal cords and shit.
They don't have vocal cords. They got bones. All they got is bones.
Fossils of vocal cords,
They
maybe?
don't have fossils of vocal cords.
I don't know, man. All of my dino knowledge comes from Jurassic Park. Remember when fucking Sam Neill, was that his name? Had the fucking Velociraptor vocal cord and he used to
Sam Neill, was he the original guy? The New Zealander guy?
I don't know. He was the guy in the main first Jurassic.
Okay, that's Sam Neill then? Yeah. He's a New Zealander, or he's maybe Australian.
Really?
Yeah,
but he's American in the movie.
Yeah, he's one of the two, yeah.
I always get him mixed up with Bill Paxton for some reason.
That's reasonable. He's dead, that Bill Paxton fella.
Really?
Yeah.
No more Big Love.
Yeah, he died a while ago.
Wow.
Which is too bad.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's the guy that quoted "Game Over, Man," and I think that was Predator. When Predator was in the city.
He quoted "Game Over, Man."
Yeah, well, Game Over, Man." Apparently, he
that was like
ad-libbed it. Yeah.
Oh, it was his most like sort of famous line.
That's his
from
line.
Predator.
Yeah, Game Over, Man.
So if you weren't an animal,
Yeah, if it wasn't an
what
animal.
do you think your job like? What were you as a human past life?
Probably something blue collar too, like another reluctant blue collar worker.
I'm talking like I'm talking before hydro. Like there was butter maids and shit.
I was a candlestick maker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A candlestick maker.
Yeah. How do you answer this logic? I've never had any.
Have you ever had any sort of feeling that you used to do something in a past life?
No.
No. The only feeling that I've had,
Yeah.
and this is what made me think of it, was that like sometimes I have this. This is such a fucking ridiculous thing to talk about, but I always have this like fear when I think about it now. It kind of weirds me out. Is that like my neck makes me really like. So when I think of someone like grabbing my neck, touching my neck, like something sharp near my neck, it makes me like cringe, and sometimes I pull my shirt up over my neck because I'm just like, oh fuck, it makes me feel fucking weird. And I've always wondered, I'm like, in a past life, like I feel like I probably had my throat slit.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Yeah, like I feel like in a past life I had my throat slit or I was hanged. One of the two. I went out that way for some reason or another.
I got a weird one like that. I don't like putting my feet up when there's a lot of people around. Like if I'm sitting on a couch, I only put my feet up. Because I'm scared that someone could cannonball my knees and bend them both backwards. So I relayed this fear to a friend of mine, Pat.
Yeah.
And he swears to this day he's still looking for it. He's done it. He's tried to cannonball my legs a couple times.
He wants to break.
He wants to break both my femurs, basically, or bend both my knees backwards.
Yeah, your kneecaps would be all fucked.
He's tried to do it. It's like
now he's just watching out for it. You should never tell someone. You
gentle,
should never tell Pat.
Yeah, well, not him. Yeah, he's a maniac.
I was thinking about that fear that I had, and I was like, oh man, like I wonder if maybe in a past life I had that, and I was like, I wonder if you ever felt like something in your past life maybe have happened.
Maybe I had both my legs bent backwards on some medieval torture device.
Maybe you were like who was it? Like gangsters used to break your legs.
Yeah, but I don't think they can like.
Maybe you were. I bet you were a rat. You were a fucking rat. You were a fucking rat.
Some prohibition rat.
Some prohibition rat who ratted out the fucking mob, and someone broke your fucking legs.
Jimmy the Squealer, yeah.
Yeah.
Squealed on
the
some mob.
squealed on everybody.
But I don't think they bent. If the mob is gonna break your legs, I don't think the way to do it is bend the knee backwards. You need
but you're just that whole idea that like that's where you feel the most vulnerable because you're like, oh, my legs could be broken.
My knees. Yeah.
Like when I think about like I don't know why I would ever do this, but if I like laid on a bed with my head like off of it with like my neck completely backwards, that just is terrifying to me. I will never get a straight razor shave. Not a fucking chance. Yeah. That's just too close for someone in that area for me.
Understandably. Yeah, I've had them and I don't like I guess it's supposed to be some luxury to get, and the whole time I'm extremely uncomfortable. Like I'm yeah. Like I would never like that. Then there's like acupuncture.
I've done that.
I can't imagine anyone being like, "Oh, that's so relaxing." It's like I would. There's no way I could be the most tense person. It'd be the most tense moment of my life, just having needles pressed into my face.
Here's the thing about that. So this isn't even going to make any sense. This is going to be the most contradictory fucking sentence ever.
Yeah.
Acupuncture almost forces you to relax because well, you can't fucking move.
Yeah,
And you're just sitting there, and you're just like, you kind of tense up. You're like, I have all these needles in there.
Yeah.
They usually put some heat on you, and then eventually, like, your muscles just give up. They're just like, well, I'm stuck here. I'm here for another half an hour.
Yeah.
I can't fucking move, so everything just starts to relax.
You just got to get through it.
I did do some acupuncture where I did one, and they told me all the like the theory and the like the background and all the like, you know, just the old stories of why they do it, and then. At the end of it, she's like, do you want to know the science behind it?
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, because that will help me at least understand why I'm here doing this kind of thing.
This is for your back, I'm assuming?
It's for my back, yeah. It's for my back. And so she goes, well, realistically, this is what's happening. We're putting needles into you, and they're activating pain receptors in certain areas of your back. And when you activate a pain receptor and you activate, like, certain parts like that, your body goes, oh, we need to heal that part, so it sends more white blood cells to that area, and then it repairs things. So it's almost like you're sending a signal to your body saying, hey, this area needs attention.
Okay, yeah.
And so that your body heals those areas. So that's that. And that was at least the science she gave me.
I can dig that.
I don't know if it's true. One person said that. I've never looked it up.
No.
But that was what she told me, and I was like, good enough for me.
That's enough for me to go on.
That's good enough for me. That makes sense. There's some at least what sounds like science behind it that my logical brain can go, yes, okay, I'm in. I'll try it out. And I've liked it. I've done acupuncture. I feel a little weird at first.
Yeah.
There's been a few that have been really bad at it.
Did they put it in just put it in your back? They put it in your face or anything?
I had a couple of my feet.
Yeah.
They've done a couple in the back of my neck. I had a couple in my hands. But like a lot of things are connected, right? Like you have a nervous system that's all connected. So I had a couple on the side of my hands. I had a couple like back of my neck and my feet, certain pressure points in my feet.
My belly button's connected to my ding dong.
Somehow.
Yeah. Do you ever feel that one?
No.
Like, when I go to like dig lint out or something, I can feel it into my ween.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
there.
about. That's a weird sensation when you dig too far in your belly button.
Yeah. They must be connected for some reason.
I don't know how that. I don't think it's.
It's where the umbilical cord was.
When I was a kid, I used to think that the belly button went straight through to your asshole. It was like one way straight through.
Right.
Like you know when you see like somebody turns a balloon into like that donut where they pull it from one side all the way through. I thought it was like one tube that went. I don't know. It's fucking like a tiny kid.
Yeah.
But that's what I used to think. I was like, oh, like it goes through here and comes out my fucking butthole.
Dumb shit you used to think when you were a kid.
Yeah.
I used to think that when my dad would say, like, fill it up at the gas station, you pulling gas, fill it up, I'm like, oh, man, we're going to go fast. We're going to get a lot of gas. It means we're just going to roll. And then I expressed it, like, later when I was, like, 10. I was like, here we go. And my brother was like, what are you talking about,
car
man?
still goes the same speed, dude.
It's like, oh, yeah.
How much older is your brother than you?
5
years.
Yeah. I was a surprise.
You were 10, and then he's like 15. He's like, you're an idiot.
Yeah. There's a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
There's
he just
tons
got
of
to
that
correct you
There's
constantly.
I have like 30 or 40 cousins, but none of them are in my age range at all. They're either 5 years older than me or 5 years younger than me.
Yeah.
So I couldn't bounce any ideas off anyone.
So you just got to sound like an idiot.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, I had friends, but I didn't want them to know my dumb questions, so I just like keep things to myself. But
You wouldn't ask at all.
no, I don't think so. And then like you bounce them off your family from time to time, and my brother would just be like, "You're so fucking stupid."
That sucks because like that's who you like. That's who's supposed to like teach you the ways.
No, but he helped me a lot too. There was always like we'd be watching TV and he would laugh at something, so I would laugh too.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "You don't even get why that's funny." I'm like, "Well, yeah, I do." And he'd be like, "No, you don't. You don't know why
You're
that's
laughing
funny.
because I'm
You're
laughing.
because I'm
Yeah.
laughing. So don't do that." And I'd be like, "Oh, fine." So then I was like, really, it might have been why I wanted to learn about jokes and just learn everything that when I watch TV now, I want to learn about it as I watch it and stuff. Just because of that, like, can't be accused of not getting it.
Maybe I can be actually funny.
Yeah, maybe I get to be funny.
Maybe I can be funny.
Yeah, it was like him and my cousin. I have a little cousin. I guess I can't drop names anymore, right? So, but it would always be him and my brother just being like, "No, shut up."
I don't like. I mean, I think that's dumb. I've listened to so many other podcasts where people name all their best friends. Why is that like?
I don't know, but
why is ours not allowed to name
because I've
people?
heard it from like 6 people. Like, don't drop names and don't talk about people that listeners don't know, because how could they possibly be interested in that? Which I don't think that. I think that sounds like sound
What if
logic
they come
to
up
me.
again?
Yeah. I mean, if we're always talking about one silly friends,
friend B.
Well, I can't do that. But I mean,
We could use their nicknames, like Spoondog.
yeah, Spoon Dog. Yeah, and then that's harmless. And most of our friends are nicknames, but a lot of the nicknames are just their last names with like an ER on the end of it. So
they're all fucking like weird hockey names.
yeah, that's a hockey thing, right? Like a Canadian
nicknames. Yeah,
it's all just the last name
Cater.
without. Yeah, exactly. Just a stupid ER or EY on the end of
fucking
it.
Smither
Yeah.
out there, fucking right wing.
It just sucks.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's not all. It's the least creative. Yeah.
It's like those interviews they do after. It's the worst. Speaking of Spoondog, so there's a story that involves him, but he comes in a bit after. But McD used to, or Justin, he gets called McD. You get called
McD's
McD,
fine.
right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if people caught on to that yet, but McD used to deliver pizza.
Oh yeah.
Secretly.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Oh, I guess it was it was like 6 years ago.
Was it that long ago? Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So, because I was on EI, and I was looking for any sort of cash job. I was like insulating houses for cash and doing like awful work
Under the table.
And
whatever.
I was like super allergic to the insulation. I was like, I can't do this shit anymore. Like it was paying really well, but couldn't do it. So I had to find something for cash. So I started delivering pizzas, but I didn't want anyone to know what I was doing. And everyone was asking what I was doing for cash and why can't I do this? Why can't I come out at that time or whatever? I can't come out at night anymore. Because I was on EI.
Dude,
like,
we're going to do this. Come on. You're like,
Wednesday night. You're always out Wednesday night. Why can't I'm like, I can't. Then I just wouldn't tell them. I was embarrassed of the job. I knew that they would take advantage of me somehow or just screw with me. But the rumors started to circulate wildly as to what I was doing. And someone said that they think it might be stripping. So they really wanted to know.
I
like,
wish you
badly.
were stripping.
Yeah, that would have. Well, that was entertaining at one point too. They were like,
did you think of it? Did you think about doing it?
Well, it was. They said I had to audition because a friend of mine called him and like, what? How's it work with male strippers? Can they just go up, or do they have to like can we pay to have him go up? Like, how does this work? Because we just love to see this happen. And then like he has to audition and go through a process and everything else first, and then. A friend of mine said like he'll give me $100 and then another $100 if I make it in and stuff like that and pass audition. Like so.
But you never pursued it.
No.
God,
no.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe you got to the first edition and you were like, I can't do it.
I got a friend out there that did it. See, this is why I can't drop names, but I got a friend out there that did it. Yeah?
I can't wait to
Very few people know about that, too.
Will you tell me after?
Of course.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
But, so they all thought I was stripping or doing something just really, really nasty for money. So, a friend of mine, Spoondog, parked outside my house and just waited for God knows how long. And
knowing that something's going to happen on a Wednesday night, he's going to go somewhere.
Watch me leave my house, follow me to this work destination, and he pulled I guess I'd been sitting in the parking lot outside because there was pizza delivery guys that sat in the parking lot. He pulled up next to me. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just waiting to get a pizza." And he's like, "Oh yeah, okay, bud. Well, I'll see you around." I'm like, "Okay, fine." And then later that evening, I get a call from another. Well, I didn't get a call. I just got a delivery. I'm like, that address sounds kind of familiar. Show up to my buddy's apartment. I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers. I gotta go in there with the pizza. So they're just. I open the door and they're just in hysterics. One guy, they're both acting like they didn't know this was gonna happen. Like, oh my god, my mind is blown. My mind is blown. And while I just whip the pizzas on the counter, I'm like, where's the money? Just give me the money. I'm gonna get out of here. And they're both just laughing at me.
Yeah.
So I just went into one of their rooms and took $60 out of their closet and just, there's a tip. Piece of shit. Fucking guys. You think you can get that fly there? Right on. He's on the frame.
Fly hunt.
Fly hunt. Get him. Get him.
I got this.
Ah! Oh, nice. Landed on me. They're so gross. Because no, don't mash them in. Good Lord. He's all dug into the couch now, man.
No, he's not, man. You can scratch it.
They're so gross. Because of those green bottle ones. The green bottle ones are the really, the maggot ones, man.
What green bottle? Flies have a preference of what bottle they're in?
No. They're called green bottle flies. See on his back, he's kind of a shiny green? Those are called green bottle flies, and they're the ones that come... they come from maggots. Oh, God, they're so fucking gross.
They come from maggots. That comes from rotting meat. You know, maggots come from rotting meat. You have rotting meat somewhere.
Well, probably. Well, it's with the garbage out there. There'll be like a chicken carcass or something in there, and maggots will crawl all over it. And it's like,
doesn't that take a long time?
no, God,
How?
no.
Okay, do you know this?
To rot?
How long does it take a piece of rotting flesh like meat
like 24
to
hours,
turn
man.
into a fly, to turn into a maggot?
Oh, for maggots to start coming out? Not long. Maybe, I bet you no less than 36 hours.
Really?
Yeah, like really, really quick.
I'll have to look up that.
I've gone camping in Algonquin and we got our tent full of maggots one time. Like we had meat supply in there, and they got in. They were like, oh, we got maggots, and we just throw the meat out.
This is the time everyone stole your barbecue.
No, that was like when we used to go like actual Algonquin camping, like portaging in and everything with my dads and uncles and shit. Yeah, no, they stole my barbecue and we're going to Sable Beach. They think they're so fucking proud of themselves. They thought it was the funniest thing. Hey, McD, can we bore your barbecue? So I'm standing on the front porch like, yeah, I think maybe we can bore the barbecue. And then when I get into the cube van to go camping, my barbecue's already in the cube van. They already went in the backyard.
Yeah.
Stole my barbecue. Which I was totally fine with them taking anyway, just to go ask my parents first.
They got you.
Yeah, well. So we brought I don't know if we ever used it, mind you, but we brought it anyway.
Did it make it back?
It made it back, yeah. It made because I remember I was like the last guy in the back of the cube van, and we had dropped everybody off. We had brought couches and everything, so all the couches had gotten dropped off. So it was just me and a barbecue in this like 8x15 cube van, and my friend Scott is driving. And I'm just holding the barbecue because it's flying all over the back.
Just
of this
in the
thing.
back of
and it's
like
on
a
wheels.
U-Haul or something?
So I'm just like, dude, just steady the van. Stop doing this shit. And he's in hysterics. And every turn he goes, coming in a little hot. And he just ripped these huge turns. I go flying across the thing. The charcoal's flying out of it.
With a barbecue, with a loaded fucking propane tank underneath
exactly,
it.
Yeah,
Great
super
idea.
smart, man. Yeah, I really appreciated that. Just beating the hell out of me, too, because I was like putting my body in front of it so I didn't break the barbecue. It was breaking my ribs and shit. Screaming for him, pleading with him to stop. And there's nothing I could do. I had no control. It's like go up there and like slug him in the ribs or just keep on trying to
hold the barbecue.
Yeah.
So it doesn't roll
Rustle
around.
the barbecue. Rustle?
I mean, you might have saved your guys' life. You might have saved both of your lives.
Yeah.
Potentially. There's no way to know for sure.
Yeah. What was your other thing? You want to get to something else? Oh, we'll save the BB gun story for another time. That's a long story and a good one too.
The BB gun?
The BB gun story.
All right. Well, they'll have that to look forward to next week.
That's a good one. Yeah.
We'll look forward to that for next week, where we're also going to inform you guys about who Henry Kissinger actually is. I can't remember. What did you say? We had to take that shit break.
The Ottoman War.
No, that. But what did you say that you thought Henry Kissinger actually? What did he do?
I said Surgeon General.
Yeah.
There's no way that's true. No way.
What, you got another guess?
Maybe just someone famous from World War II.
Yeah, that's what I was
Someone in there involved in World War II. Some politician, maybe. But maybe he's also in the arts.
So here's the thing that really gets me, though, is I Google searched to get his name. I Google searched
He's an author.
Famous historical figures.
Yeah.
And it listed it was Marilyn Monroe, fucking Elvis Presley, Abraham Lincoln, JFK, and within the top 5, Henry Kissinger.
So maybe he's an author.
Really?
Maybe. I mean, you had JFK in there. He was a politician.
Maybe he's a guy who wrote a manifesto.
Oh my God, this is making me sad because we should both know this, guaranteed.
Well, that's what's going to happen here.
Oh, people are going to hate.
See, the Ottoman War. I'm not upset that I don't know that. I'm upset that I don't know who Henry Kissinger is.
I hope I'm not wrong, but I think there was a genocide. We obviously should know more about it. You just should. But we were never taught
especially if it was a fucking genocide.
Yeah, but if I'm wrong about it, then I'm gonna look a real dick. But
yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe we'll have some people try to either correct us. I mean, if you have the right answer, I guess you can tweet us that too. But we're gonna talk about it next week.
Wouldn't it be best to release this before? So we have to delay the next one because people would want to listen to it, miserate on it, and then we can release how stupid we are later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Well, like I'll release this one. Will go up in a day or two.
Yeah. Okay. And then we're gonna record this coming Friday, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do this Friday as well.
Cool. Yeah.
Shit. I was gonna say something, but it's gone now.
Oh, I'm thinking about doing acid. I saw this video.
All right.
It was 3 Mormon dudes, 3 Latter-day Saints. I think those are the Mormons.
Doing acid.
Yeah, they sat them down at a table. 3 of them just in a row.
Did they know they were?
They've never had a beer in their life or anything. One guy said he tasted a beer, and the other 2 just never had anything in their life.
How'd they convince him to do that?
I have no idea. Wow. No idea. Maybe
That's like grandma's getting high. Like
maybe they donated to the church or something. Like, I mean, it's for a good cause, so we'll just give like $5,000 to the church if you guys
do acid.
So they can justify that pretty quickly, right? So yeah, they did it, and the whole time they're having an absolute blast. And then you watch them. You don't watch it minute by minute. Like they edit what's funny and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, at post interview, they're just like, yeah, that was the best time of my life. Like, I'm super glad I did that. And I would have thought, like, doing acid, like, wouldn't you want to warm up and understand what it's like to be inebriated in any way first?
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah. Maybe that's why they had such a good time, because they'd never been fucked up before. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's one of those things that I was like, you know what? I wish I did it in high school back when I feel like that's something I could have done.
No.
I don't know if I really would want to do it now.
It had an intimidating name in high school, and you always heard, like, horror stories about what it was.
Yeah.
But there's also all these studies now. People are microdosing it to, like, help with strokes and stuff. And
acid? I know they're doing that with mushrooms.
Yeah, I think there's Alzheimer's and all sorts of stuff. I know they're doing it with mushrooms too, but they're also microdosing acid.
Mushrooms are fun, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. But I mean, hey, if you want to do it on the podcast,
I would contemplate that. It should be a video podcast if we do it, because you can just ask me to draw pictures.
I don't even know how to do that though. I'd have to learn a bunch of shit. I mean, the
ultimate
ultimate thing about this
I thought you had a quality camera. Don't you have a quality camera?
Yeah, but then how to submit it and how, like, if I submit it, where does it go, and how to, like, this is an audio format. I don't know.
Oh, no, like on most podcasts, there is a video or audio option.
Yeah.
So you can just listen to the audio or you can watch the video as well.
I don't know if we're signed up for that. It's a whole thing I'm going to have to look into. We could look into it.
Yeah, cool.
We also had that idea to do the Century Club again.
Oh, that's fun.
That wasn't fun.
That was a great time. It was hilarious. It was hysterical. The video with that?
I didn't say it wasn't hilarious.
Yeah.
I said it wasn't fun.
Oh, it wasn't fun for you at the time.
Barfed everywhere.
We'd have to do it outside this time, because I don't think we have the energy to run up the stairs and barf. Like, I remember when we did that.
Yeah, because we were in your basement at your parents' house.
It was the basement of my parents' house, and me and my friend Mark, we did like a side job. We did put in like a lawn sprinkler system.
Yeah. So we'd been talking about this. And I'm gonna explain what the Century Club is.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Century Club was this thing, and this has got to be 15 years ago now.
Oh God, I suppose it is. Yeah.
Maybe 12.
Sure.
Minimum. And basically, a Century Club is you take a shot of beer every minute for 100 minutes. Mm-hmm. And we'd entertain the idea, thinking, hey, this is hilarious. We could do that, no problem. We're in our 20s and we're fucking drinking like crazy at that time.
Yeah, we were basically frat boys without a house at the time.
Yeah. And so we talked about it a lot. I know that I worked fucking super part-time.
Yeah.
And I woke up to you calling, or maybe it was LeBlanc, one of you two, called me, and you're like, oh, what are you doing right now? And I was like, you woke me up. And you're like, coming to pick you up. We're doing Century Club. We got 2 cases of beer.
Yeah, I went and bought 100 shot glasses. Yeah.
Yeah, and I literally had woke up. You're like, we're doing Century Club, coming to pick you up, and like, I had nothing to do. I was playing in a band and working the most part time you could possibly work. And I was like, sure, I'm in. Let's do this. So it couldn't have been noon.
Yeah, it started really, really early, because that's what happened. We finished this job, and the guy, as a bonus to us, gave us 2 28s of Coors Light. And we're like, I hate this beer. What am I going to do with this? Yeah. I don't want this shit. So that's why we had the concept, like, well, let's go waste it. And then we called up Chuck. So Chuck came out.
Yeah.
And we considered it mutual respect versus organ thieves.
Okay, so that mean if Organ Thieves were a band, was that what it was?
Yeah.
So it was like 2008 then.
It was like the last. Right. It was like the last throes of living with my parents. Yeah.
Yeah, 10 years ago. All right.
So I would have been 25.
Nah, 26.
Did I move out at 27? I think I moved out at 27.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that sounds old.
It was like 2008, 2009. So, yeah, you picked me and Chuck up.
Yeah.
And you and LeBlanc had a band called Mutual Respect.
Still have a band called Mutual Respect.
Sorry, yeah. Yeah, world tour coming soon.
Yeah, we're doing the North Korean tour soon.
Yeah.
And it was, I remember it was an absolute nightmare. It was like we had buckets. I had 2 steel buckets. I was running up and down the stairs of barf. Like someone would be barfing and I had to like put down the new barf bucket and go run the other one upstairs, past my mom, throw it into the backyard, and then run back downstairs.
I remember telling you guys, I was like, oh, I got to take a shit. I went upstairs, just barfed everywhere. Came down, I was like, oh, yeah, it was a good shit. You're like, you barfed. I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fully barfed.
I remember Chuck tried to barf into a laundry basket. Like, could you imagine a more porous container than a laundry basket? Like, how is that going to contain? It might contain a centimeter of barf, and it just comes oozing on the sides.
It was full of your clothes.
It was full of it was full of like fresh clothes too. Like, you're not a thinker, that one.
That was a dumb idea.
Yeah.
So we're thinking of revisiting that.
Revisiting it, but we have to figure, because remember the timer was so invasive last time.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to
I think it have to be an egg timer with a simple ding.
Just a ding.
A simple ding just every
one
time.
One note. Ding.
And we'd have to have a moderator that would really be on top of it.
Yeah, I need a ref. Because, like, we got to a point where, like, that minute at the beginning, you're like, this is fucking easy.
And I was drinking beer while we were doing it.
Well, that was dumb.
Yeah.
And, like, realistically, it's not even, I think it's like 9 beers.
And in 1 hour. Well, an hour and 20.
An hour and 40 minutes.
Oh, okay, yeah, an hour and 40 minutes.
An hour and 40 minutes. Which 9 beers in an hour and 40 minutes is more
powerful.
than enough for anybody.
Oh, yeah.
And we're at the beginning though, we're like, whatever. And we didn't do the math. We were just like, what? A shot of beer? That's not a lot. Whatever. Take it. Like, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh man, that was that a minute? That couldn't have been a minute. Like, I'll take it. I've got a minute to take it before the next one shows up, so I'm going to give it a second.
Oh yeah, I remember getting backed up like.
And then we got backed up where people had them like lined up, and like I was like 5 behind, and you would be like, okay, I'm just going to do 5 shots
and
right now.
We didn't even have them in a cooler or anything too. They're just like warm Coors Lights just sitting on the basement floor.
It's a piss poor idea. I don't know if we should revisit that.
It was tons of fun. I mean, retrospectively, it's hilarious.
And there's a video to go along with it.
Yeah, which I don't know where that's buried anymore. I'd love to see that again. I think it resurfaced like 2 years ago. It's very funny.
Might be on YouTube.
But there's there's clips of us like actively barfing, like close-ups and stuff. I don't know if anyone wants to watch that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Why not? I bought. So that was it's called a flip cam, I think. It was it was an HD. I think it was 720p.
It was a rectangle with like a red dot on it.
With a real red dot with one button.
Yeah.
Go and stop to record.
It's a great idea.
And it was fucking awesome. And like 6 months later, phones with cameras came out. And I was like, wow, that was a big waste of time.
A lot of people bought those.
Yeah.
And I was jealous. I wanted one too myself.
Blair had one too.
Yep.
Well, yeah. So we're gonna think of a few more ideas like that. We're gonna recap the terrible take on history.
Yeah.
The terrible take on history is probably going to come up a few times.
Yeah. And if you want to message us online to challenge us to, let a listener be like,
some other things.
I challenge you to know about this,
or to give our thoughts on that.
Yeah.
We'll play pretty honestly here. Like, we won't look it up.
No, I promise I won't.
Yeah. So if anyone tweets us, I'll make sure I'll read them, but we won't look it up.
Yeah. Despite the humiliation, like I will be very tempted. Like I'm dying to look up Henry Kissinger right now.
Yeah, we'll look it up once we finish recording. Before we do that, Henry Kissinger's, it's really pissing me off.
It's really embarrassing. We both should know that for sure.
Yeah.
But we're being redundant.
So if you want to know if we know about a certain thing, just message us, Twitter.
There's
Instagram,
like 20 ways to message us now. Yeah, like
8 billion ways.
You can Google dumpster talk. You'll find like 20 message boards.
We'll come up with a hashtag. Terrible take on history. Man, that might work. That sounds good. Terrible take on history, and then we'll maybe find another movie that we can chat about. Mother was a fucking piss poor movie to talk about.
Okay, I can pick one right now. A tough movie. You want to do a tough? We should do tough movies.
Tough movies to get through.
Tough movies to get through.
I don't fucking hell.
Just keep on watching tough movies, man.
At least that one was interesting, and it was tough to get through, though. You're right.
Tough. Okay, I'll name a tough movie.
I'm not gonna commit to this until I hear the movie. I potentially won't watch it, but
I'm just gonna tell you the name of it. You don't know. I'm not gonna tell you anything about it.
all right.
It's a movie called We Need to Talk About Kevin.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is. If our listeners out there want to watch We Need
Who's
to Talk
in
About
it?
Kevin,
Entice me. I might.
John C. Reilly's in it.
Really?
Yeah, and
Okay.
I'm gonna screw up. It's that.
Rick Moranis.
Yeah, no. Okay, she is in. Let me give you this one. She's in the Doctor Strange movie. She plays the girl monk.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Tilda Swinton.
I'm pretty sure it's Tilda Swinton or another odd-looking woman. Still pretty, but
Yeah.
odd.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
it might be
Unique.
Tilda Swinton, though. Yes, a unique looking woman. I think it's Tilda Swinton.
Yeah, she's in some weird shit.
Yeah.
What is it called again?
We Need to Talk About Kevin.
We Need to Talk About Kevin.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting, and I like John C. Reilly. So
Yeah, he's not. It's not a comedy, but
fuck. All
John
right.
C. Reilly's done some nasty movies, man.
Yeah, well, he's an accomplished
He really is.
thespian.
Yes, but he likes to just be silly. You ever seen Steve Brule? Brule's Rules?
Brule's
That's
Rules.
insane.
It's awesome.
Yeah. And he won't talk about it. Like he's been on podcasts or anything. He's just like, no, that's I have nothing to do with Steve Brule. Like he just
doesn't even admit that it's him. He's like, yeah, that guy's hilarious. That guy's an idiot.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good. John C. Reilly fucking rules, man. Yeah, we could sign this fucking shit off.
No?
Yeah, why not?
All right, you got anything you want to plug first?
Nah, I would like to see more messages to us. And please rate and review. It's nice that we're actually getting. I've got some feedback that people who do not know us, so like friends, husbands, wives, friends of friends,
Yeah.
are actually enjoying it.
I'm making all kinds of Facebook friends and Instagram followers from doing this, so people must be listening or just getting word of it somehow.
Yeah, or they want to tell you off, which
I'm looking forward to it.
I would look forward to that too.
That's gonna hurt though. I'm sensitive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You lose sleep at night.
If someone's totally wrong and they're burning on me, and there's gonna be like someone like liking it or agreeing it, I'm like, that's it. I'm cornered, dude. like I don't
All right,
know.
well, let's get Justin. Let's get Justin to quit this.
I couldn't take online ridicule. I don't think I could do it.
Let's get him to quit this. Send us your fucking hate mail.
Bullied online.
Yeah, online bullied. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see you quit.
Bullied out of the arts.
All right. Well, we'll see you in a week.
See you in a week.
I'm Mike Smith.
This is the Trivago guy.
You know what? I think you're. Oh, this is gonna be really mean. You're less than the Trivago guy. Yeah,
He's definitely got something on me.
Yeah.
He's more attractive than me for sure.
I've got at least one message that said, "Hey, I'm kind of into the Trivago guy."
I'm Justin McDonald.
Yeah.
And Dumpster Talk.
At Dumpster Talk.
At Dumpster Talk.
DumpsterTalk.com.
This is never gonna work.